Hey, greetings from the Outer Rim. Today is a first look at a BUHL number 775, Little Giant, I believe. So the first thing I noticed is the bale's got a little honk to it there. No big deal. I don't believe that paint is anywhere close to factory original. Fairly straight. No obvious defects. Got a little bit of a tip this way. Usually I just hold that and give it an easy bend up here. We'll see if we can't do that right now. Decent, but a little more effort than I can do while fiddling with a camera. Everything functions as it should. A little crusty, needs a cleaning, obviously. Needs a solder, no big deal. I don't have any soldering supplies here in the Outer Rim. Can't quite make out anything on the back, but if my memory serves me, it says Little Giant. Stuck. However, we've got the tools of the trade right here. Just dry, that's all. Nice and shiny inside. There, you can get a little bit of a look in there. Other than the lift lever bracket and the slight bend, just a tip from time. Old materials and time. Very clean upable. So let's take a little bit of this K1 I got here, and we'll put it in there, see if the crimp joint around the edge of the tank leaks, and we'll fire it up. Maybe first I'll fire up the air compressor and blow out the tubes. Let's do that first. Then we'll see if it doesn't leak, we'll see how it burns. Hang tight. Let's see if the wick actually moves. Oh yeah. Oh. I'm gonna say that's pretty evidence that it's not gonna burn awesome. All right, we've got a pretty awful wick trimming job there, but it'll do. Oh gosh, it'll do. I got some funnels. Let's get a funnel. Let's give this a fighting chance. We'll put just a tiny bit on there. wick's just barely long enough. Now while we wait for this rim to tell us if it's going to leak or not, and let the wick soak up some kerosene, let's have a look at this globe. One of the things that I find very interesting about the globe is normally a D-Lite size globe is round and then round at the top. But you can see this is rounded at the bottom and then carries on straight. And it makes me think, or makes me wonder, if this globe is for a Rayo 10, I believe it is. Now, I haven't been actively collecting kerosene lanterns in quite some time. However, I do remember that there was one of the Rayos, and I think it was the 10. It was a small cold blast, like this, a 3/4 size, that took its own globe. And I've seen photographs of them on the internet that had that very same shape. So I have to wonder if this is one of those globes, which my understanding is they're very difficult to find. I'm going to assume that this is for this lantern because this top dimension fits in here just fine, and the bottom dimension is much smaller, which fits this just fine. We'll have another look. I'm going to take this rag, I'm going to wipe that out, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, that's just a basic wipe. There's no suds or soap or any kind of solvents. Let's see, if we hold it against the brown, you can almost see, oh, if I get it in just the right light, it would be better this way, but I can't get it. You can see at the top here, it almost curves back in this way. Does that make sense? It's tough to hold it and show it at the same time. As in, it rounds up here and then curves in like it's concave right at this area. I don't know, it's interesting. There's no markings. So it could very easily be a replacement globe and just a D-Lite size globe. And I cannot remember if a D-Lite globe is the same size on both ends or not. I haven't been actively collecting lanterns in quite some time. I found this in a shop for $25. It looked like it was worth it. I crammed my little pocket light that I carry that fits down inside there. I was able to get the burner out. You saw how easy I got it out. I was able to get it out in the shop, stick my light down in there and have a look. And that made me think, well, that's worth $25. And I've never had a BUHL. I found all kinds of stuff, but here in Northwest PA and Northeast Ohio, I've not been able to find a BUHL. I don't know why. I've seen one or two, but they were always just rat's nests. So I don't see any leaks. Let's get this situated and we'll get the globe in there and see what happens. See if we're going to be able to get it up enough to light it. Let's see here, how does this go? I should have blown off the globe plate at the same time. The bottom of the globe does fit just about perfectly in that globe plate. And the top fits just perfect in there. So maybe it is just a D-Lite globe and I'm making too much of it. And give it a light. get this thing broken. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. We're just gonna give it a little assistance here. So we're just gonna fumble with it and make it work. There we are. Oh, I had a suspicion about that. I suspected that side would be a little wacky, judging by the wick that we cut off, which I've thrown away, so we can't have a good look at it. But a little solder in here, and I wouldn't even bother bending that, just cleaning off the rust and that old paint. A trip through the e-bath, or whatever the kids call it these days, the electrolysis tank. I think it's a nice lantern. It burns okay, just that little horn there on the edge. Let's see if we can get it through the filthy globe. There we go. Just that little tick there in the corner. Not bad. Well, there you have it, kids. There's our first look, the BUHL 775 Little Giant. My first BUHL. Oh boy, that globe's still awfully grimy. Not bad for 25 bucks, huh? All right, well, thanks so much for coming by. I don't know, I hope that was useful to you or somehow entertaining. Maybe I'll see you again sometime.